Welcome back to Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. This week, your hosts, Chef Dan and Doris WithaD, sit down with Chef So of Eathai and Boca Raton.
I say, fuck it. What can I do?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what
Well,
can I do?
she'll tell you I'm my worst critic, right? I'm an idiot according to me.
That's what you call yourself, yeah.
Really, I do. When I
And
see
he's a
stuff,
genius. He
yeah.
is a genius.
I know, I can't
But
tell
he-
you.
when
but
we
he-
when we do the
he comes back to
magazine and
himself.
stuff, I'll see something and I'm like, oh, this is garbage. And she's like, what? And I'm like, here, what? And I'm like, here. Nobody can see that,
I can't
but
see
I
it.
can see it.
Do you have this taste sometime when you taste the food that live in the refrigerator too long and you taste the refrigerator?
Yes.
I hate
Yes.
that flavor.
Yep.
And I know a lot of people don't notice it. My employee don't notice that. But I smell it, I notice
Noticed
that.
it. Yes.
Which I hate.
There's
that.
a certain aftertaste
Yes.
or
yes.
a pre-taste, like right before it hits your mouth. It's
And you smell like a freezer.
No, but the
Yes.
smell is there. You,
Yep.
can, you can feel it coming up at you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
I try to train my employee to notice that. No, they don't.
yeah, that's
That's why it's a hard. When people ask me if I hate that friend and they ask me for advice, what kind of business you should do, is like go open the restaurant. Go open the restaurant.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, you have to deal with the food cost, the rent, the employee, which sometimes you don't want them there, but you have no choice but to keep them
Right.
Yeah.
because it's so hard to find people.
That's well to me, she's heard this 1,000 times. To me, back in the 80s and 90s, it was the best employee you get. You got it, boom, boom, boom. Now, to me, it's the one that comes through the door every day on time and doesn't call out. To me, that's the best one. And whatever problems they have, I'll work around it. If they don't want to be a waiter and they're better off as a bus person, I'll make them a bus person. If they don't want to do the pantry and they want to do sauces, I'll teach them to do sauces.
How about they want money like CEO, but their quality like a dishwasher? What would you do?
Yeah. But it's amazing because, like I said, they people come in and you hire them and watch his face on this. They can work any hours, any day. The minute you put them on a schedule, they can't work Saturday. They can't work after 3 on Wednesday. They have a meeting over here every Thursday. And I'm sitting there, but wait, when I'm looking at the file, it says here, availability.
Any day.
Any day, time, anytime. Oh, did I put that? Oh, I forgot. And
It just came up.
so it begins. So then it
And all the
begins.
doctor's appointments and everything. Oh, my goodness.
So it begins. But yeah, to me, right now in this climate, it's the employee that comes through the door. And the reason why I say that is because just like a customer, they're here because they want to be here. They came on time because they want to be here.
And
So it's like we as owners and managers and people, we have to learn how to work around that. I mean, of course, if they're terrible, then they're terrible. But if there's something,
as long as they don't steal, they
Yeah.
don't fight with the customer, they're polite.
polite. Yep.
I still give them a chance, so many chances,
Yep.
as much as I can.
Right.
But that's why I want to talk to the people who are watching this too. Sometimes I read the review. They say, "Oh, I'm not gonna go back there because the hostess was rude, or the server was
Right.
bad,
Rude.
and don't want to go back there because of the employee." Please look over that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the owner, I'm pretty sure that they don't want those person to work for them either, but they have no choice.
But well, that's one of the things I'm going to say is we talked about earlier about why I started this,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons. You can interview me. I could be perfect. I could be the star employee you think.
You know what to say.
Now you hire me on a Friday. I come in, I'm drunk. First table, I'm falling on them. The place is packed. I'm falling on them. As soon as I hit that kitchen door, you pull me aside, you tell me, get out, you're fired. I only messed up one table, right? Wrong. The whole dining room saw that. And they're all going to write about, oh, the people you hire and blah, blah, blah. And that's not fair because they don't know the whole story. You fired me instantly. I caused no damage anywhere, and them writing that does cause damage. And you put your heart and soul into this business.
Yeah.
So to write a review based on an employee, that's not right. They need to address you directly. There's phone numbers everywhere. There's just the same internet that they decided to write on, they can Google and get the phone number here
Yeah.
and talk to you.
And you know what's funny? I just talk about this to my customer. Kids nowadays, they're smarter than us. Before, we have to learn how to write a resume, and we try to keep as real as possible.
Right.
But now, all they do, AI can help them write a resume,
Yep.
and when you read it, like, wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
you get impressed. You think it's real.
Yeah.
I gotta tell, I hired somebody, you're gonna love this. Famous restaurant in California, the French Laundry.
Yes.
Very famous. Everybody goes there. So I interviewed a guy. He worked at the French Laundry. This is like beyond 5-star. This is like, the best. Okay. Well, when I called to find out, he was the pot washer. He wasn't even a dishwasher. He was the pot washer.
A pot watch. Okay.
But that resume said French Laundry. And I was just like, wow, French Laundry. So, yeah, it was, that. Like I said, the resumes are good, but you really got to tweak it and see, or check the references. And what was I going to say too? Always be suspicious when they got a bunch of nice restaurants and every one of them is closed.
A lot of Michelin star that I just read about in Miami got Michelin star and just closed down too.
Well, Michelin star, that's a whole nother thing. Like I said, I'm not, and everybody knows I'm not fond of it because of what it takes to get it and what it takes to maintain it. People don't understand that when they get that star, there's a certain mindset that people expect now when they come. And you're going to have to maintain that standard. You're going to have to maintain everything that you did when they came. And it's a lot of money. And a lot of people, if you can Google it, if you think I'm lying, Google it, and you'll see a lot of people regret even trying to get 1 star because you're down a rabbit hole. You're pouring lots of money in. And hopefully, those who have it, bless you, and hope it, pays off.
Yeah.
But I think the goal of getting into business to get a Michelin star, that's the wrong thing.
Just remind me of this guy, Solvay.
Yeah.
He was so popular overnight. One that little
Yeah.
go viral, and he opened like all
Yep.
over the place.
Yep.
Now I think he's closing down so many locations too.
He got political, number one. And number two, but backtrack to what we said about authentic.
Yeah.
What do you know him for?
All I know is this.
This and the flash with the
Yeah.
knife. Did anybody say how good that steak was?
No one.
Did anybody mention any soups or desserts or anything they had there? So it's just this
Just that.
and this.
That.
And you're paying,
$1,000 for steak.
there you go. There's another one in Miami that has $1,000 steak in a briefcase.
Oh, I saw
And I
that.
heard it's not even choice. It's not even a choice steak. They come with it, 10 guys with sparklers, $1,000 because you're paying for
The show.
the 10 guys and the show and the briefcase.
Yeah.
Again, if
I want to go to a strip club.
Yeah, right?
yeah.
I used to manage one, so I get it.
But to me, it's like, that if there's a place for those things, yeah, don't get me wrong, there is a place for those things, and Miami's perfect place for those things. But again, people that follow that, even if they're successful, they make a lot of money. And now you and I say, let's do that here.
Nah, it's not.
Now we're just a copy. We're just a copy. So why are they going to come to us rather than go to the original?
Exactly.
And then another one does it, and then before you know it, nobody cares. And then they start shutting down, and then people read the newspaper and say, oh my God, the restaurants are shutting down. Yeah, because they're all the same.
That's why you have to be different. We
Be
want,
creative.
like I opened this place, I want people to think, wow, is that Thai? Not another Thai.
Yes.
That's how I'm a stand out. Eat Thai, like 10 years ago, I stand out because I was the very first one
Right.
who, you know how people tell me, you have to put sushi into my place. You have to put sushi. If not, you're not going to make it. I was like, I don't even know how to fillet the fish that much.
How does that make sense?
Now I'm going to say I don't like to mix businesses, but there is one in the magazine that you pointed out, and that gentleman had the same issue when he started it. They told him you have to have sushi. He built the sushi thing. He got rid of it. Yep. Listen to yourself. Be original. Be authentic.
Be you.
But to be honest with you, I was thinking to put some sushi here, but gonna be eat Thai way, which means based on the Thai flavor sauce.
Right? Okay.
You know, like I want to call yum station, like maybe raw fish mixed with like a spicy salad, like like things like that, like papaya salad mixed with fresh seafood. Like that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, that's a different.
That's
That's
a
different.
different-
yeah.
That's different.
But I'm not gonna sell California roll.
I'm just
now.
gonna say that's not California roll spider. Well, spider roll I like, but
But I want to do something different, like for this location too. Like because I'm gonna open up the backyard, but I don't want to overwhelm my kitchen because my kitchen is too small. So maybe in the future, if I find the right person that have the same mind, same concept with me,
right.
I might do something like that.
Okay.
But
Little
meanwhile,
by
I
little,
can't.
little by little, perfect what you got, and then
I got 10 years. So
I had a chef teach me one time when I was younger. When I started in the kitchen, I had a chef teach me one time. He says, whenever you learn everything there is to learn, move on. He said, because if you just start doing this, you're not going anywhere. So once you, like you said, once this is good, then do the back, expand, perfect what you have first.
money wise.
Well, money's a different thing. Money's another issue.
A lot of people say, what are you doing with the backyard? I say, all right, now with money, what do you want?
Yeah. Right now, I look at it.
Right now, I'm just looking at it. And I block, I make sure you guys don't see it. Because, but when the winter comes, yes, of course, I'm going to do something. I might do something like either make it chill, live music, or some music, or people can go grab the wine, grab the drink,
Right.
and go hang out in
You
the
go
back.
hang out there after. Yeah, or after.
Because,
Sounds like fun. I like that idea.
have some like
Yeah.
chill music because I don't want to disturb the neighborhood.
Right.
Because we in the neighborhood and I call myself local.
Oh, behind you have, okay.
Yeah, and I don't want to be an asshole in the neighborhood.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
Right.
Yeah,
not
no.
that guy.
Like just try to make money and don't care about other people. No,
No, that's
That's not you.
that's not me. I can't.
No.
So
No,
my religion teach me treat other how you want to be treated.
There you go.
it's true.
Yeah,
That's very true. And I always say, even like with our venture, with our business, people say, oh, you should charge this, you should charge that. And I said, the money will come. The money will come. Being greedy
Do
and,
the
and,
right
and
thing.
what do you call that in French again? Being greedy. I learned something.
Being what? Oh,
gourmand.
greedy, gourmand.
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 Yeah.
I like that word. It sounds like French gourmet, but
Yeah.
gourmand.
Gourmand. It's the exact opposite, yes, of a gourmet. Gourmet is someone who knows good food. A gourmand
gourmand.
is someone who's just a pig.
Oh, a lot of gourmand out there pretend to be foodie though.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's sad.
Well,
I mean,
my thing is these influencer foodies, I'm sure you get the phone calls.
I got a couple of foodie come and then they eat free food and never post it.
Yeah. Well, the thing for me is, the first thing
Yeah.
is, what's their background? Most of them, what's the background? And they oh, well, I went to school and I learned how to be an influencer. Okay, but what do you know about food? Because there's a lot to know about food.
And sometimes they call themselves a foodie, but they're not open-minded.
Yeah.
For me, foodie, you have to accept the culture.
Yeah.
Learn the culture. What it's going to taste like.
Exactly.
If you don't like it, it doesn't mean it's not good.
That's
Right.
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 That's
Yeah.
right. It means you're not ready for that
Yeah.
yet. Yeah.
Maybe it's not your taste, but
Yeah.
I don't eat.
And taste
I don't
buds
eat.
change.
Yeah.
When you were
No,
a
I don't eat
child,
spicy
You
food.
like sweet.
I don't eat spicy food.
Yeah.
But when we have Thai food,
Yeah, you do.
I eat spicy because that's Thai food. If I changed it, it's not.
you know why I stopped smoking cigarette? My taste bud change every time I smoke.
Ooh.
That's why I stopped smoking cigarette because it
Yeah.
ruins my flavor
Yeah.
when I taste my own.
Makes sense. Yes.
I would like sometimes just add more sugar, add this and that because I don't taste anything.
Exactly.
So sometimes a customer they smoke, they came in here loud, but smell like medical card.
Yeah.
And those people I love because you know why they love my
Everything.
food.
They'll eat everything.
I love
They'll
everything.
eat everything.
But I remember some people smell like cigarette come in here and eat my food. How are you gonna taste the food
can't
and
taste
say it's not good?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't critique something that you don't understand.
Or you drunk and you come and eat and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one. Drunk too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So in the restaurant business, it's tough. You have to deal with employee, you have to deal with the customer, you have to deal with the landlord, you have to,
Landlord's a fun one.
yeah.
It's a fun one.
And now the city try to, hit there and there.
City, I know we've had people with problems with the sign or all
Everything, like
kinds of
Permits, everything
permit,
else.
the tariff.
yeah.
That is gonna hit 19% from Thailand now. So
Oy.
so it's gonna be in your plate, okay? 19%. And I have a customer say, "Oh, why is your duck breast is so small?" I sell duck for $20. My duck is 6 ounces.
Yeah.
1 pound of duck is $13. So that duck probably costs $4,
Right.
not including coconut milk, not including
Right.
curry, not including labor,
Labor.
electric, insurance,
Insurance,
and
everything.
all that, everything.
Right.
I probably end up making $2 or $1 of that bitch.
Right.
I have a guy wrote on something. My food got smaller, and I'm trying to rip people off because the duck is not that big. But they didn't mention about how much my duck
How
is.
much was the? Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. They leave that part out.
And people always do that. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now that sometimes you're hurting our feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just try to get paid, just like you guys too.
Yeah.
We try to
That's
feed
true.
our own family, pay our bill. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to drive Porsche. I don't charge you $30 a dish.
No, that's. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a group of people that look for discounts, and they look for whatever, and if they don't get that discount, then they're upset. And the fact of the matter is, like a good answer to that person was, but how was the duck? How was it? How was
I
it?
want
How was it?
I want to give them fingers so many times because they have zero idea how much the duck costs.
Yeah.
But they like the flavor, but they think it's too sweet. But if they go on Atlantic,
Yeah, and go somewhere else.
they go somewhere else. They don't mind to pay $30 for 3 bites
Yeah,
because they put in the plate called whatever we call on Atlantic.
yeah,
Because the atmosphere look nice, but the food is less quality,
yep.
more expensive.
Yeah, because you're paying for all that other.
Yeah, they don't mind.
Yeah,
But they try to come after a small business
yeah,
like who just try to pay a bill.
Yeah.
Like the people say, McDonald's can fuck up your food so many times and you always go back give them a chance.
Yep.
And they charge $15 per meal now.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
You would rather pay $15 for McDonald's or $16 for my pad thai.
Yeah. I'll take the pad thai.
I'll take the pad thai
Any day.
any day.
And then you don't complain anything about McDonald's. You always go back
No,
there.
no, and they'll go back,
No.
and they'll go back.
But pad thai, if sometimes the noodle come bad or it gets soft,
And I was gonna say, and I got news for you. He told you about the little freezer you have in the fridge. Everything at McDonald's is frozen. So
Really?
even the soda, their soda tastes different than our soda.
yeah, yeah.
It does.
Yeah, they're so
They have their own. Yep, yep. So,
I
but
think I have to go cook soon.
Okay.
okay.
So,
That's a good idea.
Any other questions?
Do you have any specials or anything you'd like to mention?
Like certain days of the week.
we got happy hour right now.
There we go.
Summer special. Because I might do this forever. Let's see how it's go. Because I don't have lunch special, so I've come up with happy hour from 12 to 6 daily.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Weekends too.
Weekend too.
Weekends too.
Look
Okay.
at that. So it's all the time.
All the
7
time.
days.
7 day, 6 day week. We close
6 day
on
week.
Tuesday.
Oh, good.
Well, they can come on Tuesday, but they won't be here.
I won't be. But you know what? Day drunk is much easier. So you can go to bed early, wake up early, go to the beach, and enjoy life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that works. Definitely.
But
Any more questions?
I just want to say thank you for your time.
I know you have to go to work
So
because we have
generous
customers
with
came in.
us.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I didn't expect it.
No, no,
that's
sorry.
fine. That's
Listen.
absolutely fine. That's what we're here for. We want you to be prosperous. We want people to come in and see you and eat your food. Amen. Yes.
I'm sorry
Thank
that
you.
I use a lot of curse words and say how I feel.
That's why this is natural.
Don't be sorry.
This
It's who
is
you are.
we don't rehearse this or
No.
anything.
No.
And actually, let's be honest, transparency.
Yeah.
Doris usually mails the questions ahead of time.
But you asked me not to do that.
So wanted
and
to be-
we just had a
Which
conversation.
is awesome. Which is
Yeah.
awesome. It's 100% because we've had people write their answers down. It was like, no. But, all
Oh,
right.
did
So
I answer all your questions?
You answered
you
all
did
of
it
them.
all.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you were authentic. You were yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so
So-
much. I'm not shaking your hand.
So as always, enjoy
bless you.
and we'll see you here. Bye.
Eathai.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your hosts, Chef Dan and Doris WithaD. Thank you all for watching this delicious episode of Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. Join us next week for more culinary adventures. This show's a proud production of SoFloDining. Head over to SoFloDining.com to subscribe for free to our online magazine, packed with awesome features, discounts, and South Florida dining tips. SoFloDining is your go-to guide for all things tasty in the Sunshine State. See you soon!